The SMALLAND update is now live. You have access to a brand new building resource, material metal, but you do need to find the right NPC to buy the recipes from, and you will then need lots of resources to craft it. I'm going to show you where the merchant is. I'm also going to talk about how to get the stuff that you need, the new material, which is pyrite. If you find it useful, do leave a like, and let's go. So don't even think about trying to find the merchant until you get yourself at least 40 pieces of pyrite. I'm using the brand new catapult that's in the game to show you the new Crypt biome, because this is where you're going to find the pyrite. Little bonus tip there, but if you haven't realised already, you can get the catapult from Nock. You don't have to get over to the Crypt this way, but I just found it was pretty cool and pretty easy to do so by going to the closest tree to it and then heading over to the Crypt, which is on the far southeast corner of the map. It's a dangerous area. You shouldn't be approaching this unless you've got the best gear in the game at the moment, which is either the healing set with some Iron Wing wings or the full Iron Wing set and at least some sort of Iron tier weapon. Hornets, black stag beetles, a ton of flies as well as cockroaches are going to greet you when you get in here. You don't really want to go in front of the altar there, that's pretty much death, but if you can land on it you can see the pyrite inside that pot there, so that might be a nice quick easy way to get a couple pieces at least. But remember, we need 40. You will need the iron pick also, I do believe, to go ahead and mine it, although there's a bug at the moment where the iron pick isn't mining certain materials like scrap metal, but it will mine the pyrite. So you go down the steps, there's a plank here, and it's relatively safe, and again, you should see some nodes on the steps. Now I say 40, actually you could probably get away with just 20 to unlock the metal build pieces, but if you want the new vines as well, then you're also going to need another 20 to go ahead and buy them. The merchant trades in a new resource, basically a currency, and you're going to be swapping the pyrite over for some of the currency to then go ahead and buy brand new schematics from him that give you access to the metal buildings. As said, it's very dangerous in here. If you've managed to come this way, you'll pretty much avoid a lot of the brand new spider enemies, which are more like ticks that will attack you, and you should probably be able to handle a few of these guys. You'll find that the pyrite pretty much all around the edges of the walls, and there's a path that you have to climb up to get access to the other NPC, which is also here, and that's how you get access to the brand new armor set as well as the treat, so that you can go ahead and get the hornet. Now I'm going to show that in a separate video because I want to stay focused. Last, in terms of getting the pyrite, there's a secret entrance that will take you into the heart of the crypt, but also take you right past some pyrite, and you pretty much only have to defeat a lizard and maybe some of them new spiders. We're currently on the wrong side of the crypt, we need to get onto the other side. If you defeated the king stag beetle, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's pretty much just underneath the broken bridge that takes you up to the crypt. There is a little pathway here that if you can jump on or glide over to and then follow it around, you'll come into contact with the lizard. Take him out and you should have all the pyrite you need to go ahead and definitely buy all the schematics from the merchant for now. If you follow the tunnel all the way through, it will take you to the heart of the crypt again if you want to get more, but you can clearly see there should be enough. Venture too far into the tunnel and you will start running into the brand new spiders. Now you're wondering why I'm not showing a bunch of maps and stuff like this. You really shouldn't be aiming to get this stuff until you have, like I said, got some of the better gear in the game. This is end game content at the moment. It's very dangerous in this biome. Obviously the ruins has got a lot of the hornets around. So really, you need to head over to where you can see that big fountain. There's another broken pathway or bridge on the left hand side here coming away from the crypt. Follow this along and you will see the broken path below you. If you can't see it or actually see the merchant, then you'll also notice the big tree that has got wrapped around cement and next to it some roots. This is the entranceway that you can also reach the merchant by going underneath and through the sewer grate. I will show you exactly where the merchant is on the map in a second, but just make you understand you're not going to be getting here until you've got some better gear. You'll find him chilling on his little pleasure barge. So if you're flying from the nearest tree with the catapult, hopefully you'll be able to make it over to the side here. And that's where you'll find also the historian, that's the NPC that gives you, as I said, access to the treat that you're going to need for the hornet. Pretty close by you'll also find the other recipes for some of the new stuff like the new sword. Here's the ledge that you'll go through to go ahead and get the pyrite from the lizard, and that's going to be your best and probably safest bet. Just remembering to get out or go home exit out to main menu, log back in, and you'll be back at your tree. And then the merchant is all the way over here. This is the pathway, and there should be the sewer entrance there, or just simply jump and fly over if you've got a flying creature or your wings are good enough. So the new currency is called hoots, and you can see the new schematics cost 10 hoots, as well as the vines costing 2 and the flowers costing another 2. To get 10 hoots, you're going to need 20 of the pyrite. You can only buy it in these bulk amounts as well, hence why you need 40 if you want to buy all the brand new schematics. The vines are kind of cool. There's a variation of them, so you can make archways or put them against your walls, and they just add a bit of brightness and green. I quite like them as a little archway here, obviously not in this location, but in other places. There's 3 types of flowers that you can now have as well, and they're a bit muted in terms of colour, but they only obviously cost petals to make, so go ahead and place them wherever you want. And the metal themselves, well, it is extremely expensive. You not only need more pyrite, you're also going to need some of the metal scraps. You'll also need a ton of clay mortar, plus some more resin or wood for the actual windows and doors. It's only 1 piece of each for a lot of this, but I still think this is incredibly expensive. Bearing in mind you've got to make that clay mortar, although thankfully it's not iron ingots, it is iron shards. There are some really nice metal pieces. I've got to say it's a very, very nice building tile set. Actually one of the best I've seen in any game in a while. Kind of gives me a dwarven kind of vibe. So there you go, hope that's helped. Check out the rest of the guides. I'll have an in-depth guide to the Crypt so you know how to get the brand new weapons and the Hornet treat. But that is how you go and get the metal tier building set right now. If you want to catch up with SMALLAND, maybe you just started playing it, go and check out my 100 days video on my brand new channel. You'll find a link to that in the comment section as well, and it'll get you right up to speed about everything that's in the game currently. And now with all this new stuff, I guess I'll have to think about doing them 200 days.